Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to our second series of the broadcast. Second series here of the HomeStory Cup 27. We just started with our first matchup, and now we're going to be following Lambo into his next series of the broadcast. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of ley lines, we have the Swedish Zerg player. We have the yellow Zerg representing Team Brody. It is Fjant. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the German Zerg player. We have the blue Zerg representing Shopify Rebellion. It is Lambo. And you know what time it is. If you're in the chat, it is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we jump into our second matchup. Second best of 3 of the broadcast. Let's go. Let us go. First things first, hatch gas pool. We have our initial openers here. No early gases, no early spawning pools, no early aggression from either player. For the time being, we're calming things down. We're settling in. Ooh. Good old Fjambo. Ah, Fjambo. Beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, it's great to see them once again. Not their first time at HomeStory Cup, and the more that they go, the more experienced they're going to be. Fjant, of course, is one of the more younger up-and-comers in the European region. Has been around for quite some time at this point, has been slowly progressing, slowly improving, and we'll see how he fares here at this HomeStory Cup. Let's go. So far, so good. So far, everything is looking normal. Everything's looking standard. Our eyes are open for any kind of big deviation. We're looking for these big moments like an earlier Baliness, or I should say skipping a Baliness, going for a faster third base, or walling up with a Evo Chamber and a Roach Warren. So we'll keep an eye on our tech of choice here to see if we do go for a third and get a nest, or if we skip it and play on 2 bases. Likewise, we could be seeing an earlier Evo Chamber into an earlier upgrade hidden here for a 2-base all-in. Earlier hidden Roach Warren as well. So there are ways to be aggressive coming into the mid-game, to high tech. For now, though, everything's looking as it should be. Now everything is looking normal. We don't really expect a Lambo to be the one to deviate too much. I mean, in the last series, Lambo, he was just reacting to his opponents, reacting to Optimisk, and I could see him doing the same here as well. As we have Fjant moving out for his third base, and Lambo should soon be doing the same. So good, third is being taken. Likewise, Fjant pulls one out of gas, Lambo does the same, so we pull out of gas, getting a third expansion, Lings a poke out to confirm the third base is on the way, and so far we're both mirroring each other. From here we should be getting our Bailey Nests. There we go, Bailey Nests are on the way for both players as well. Thrown down for Lambo, thrown down for Fjant. So mirrored builds all around. From here we should be droning, we should be making a small amount of Lingbane just to be safe. We'll see if anyone does commit. Oh, again, there we go. I was like, we'll see if anyone commits. Lambo 14, 16, Zerglings on the way. Lambo, he's going for a Ling Flood, he's going for a Hyper Aggression. The goal here is to break the third, and we'll see if Fjant can hold on, because Fjant is droning. Fjant is droning, Fjant is saturating. Fjant is playing standard, and he has yet to confirm what exactly is happening here. Fjant, there we go, he knows. Complete. Oh, Jesus. But Fjant, he does spot the Lings. Bailings are on the way. 4 Bailings in production here for Fjant. And we'll see what Lambo can get done. So Lambo does rush forward. Goes to the hatchery. Hatchery almost gets surrounded. Taking a lot of hits. Taking a lot of damage. We can't afford to lose it. Oh no! Yeah, the base is getting low. Base getting very low. Does bypass. Heads in towards the natural. Bailing's going to be going up. They head for the mineral line. And no major connections. Yeah, no connections yet. Oh! Gets into the drones. Yeah, 5 drone kills so far. Nice control here by Lambo. Does pull away. The base is saved, but at a cost. At a cost of 5 workers. And behind this, Lambo, he's been droning. Lambo, he's been droning. He's been saturating. Pulls off once again, or does peel off. And now he has to deal with a counterattack. Uh-oh. So Lambo does take a massive worker lead. But has he been too greedy? Back at home, Queens. Oh no! Oh my god. Bailing goes up. Gets 4 to 5 Lings. Another Bailing going off as well. Decent connections, pretty nice, pretty solid. Connections are good. Are they good enough? Queen gets surrounded. Remember, Lambo dropped up to 42. He dropped up so much here. And Fjant, he's headed for the mineral lines. No queens to defend. Nice split here by Lambo. Does split, does pull the boys away. But workers are still going to be going down. Yeah, so far 4 drones, 6 drones. 6, 7 drone kills, not bad. Oh, does say Bailey to the face towards the end, and as it all settles, Fjant is still behind though. Yeah, Fjant's still down 4 drones, needs a little bit more. Ta-da! This is a worker. Almost another. Fjant's still committed. Fjant, he still needs more damage. But the longer this goes on, the better it's going to be here for Lambo. Another better Bailey connection. Lambo, he does zone away. Fjant trying to rotate. Looking for another way in. Nice bait on the bailing. Nice bait. Lambo, he's been joining behind this. Oof. And Fjant is all in. Yeah, Fjant, he's all in at this point. He's rallying roaches across the map. No lair, no extra gases. Just purely leading Bane. Oh no! Bailey's gets spent on the queen. And he's going to be overwhelmed. Going to be overwhelmed here. Oh god, the lings get thrown away. And Fjant just getting a little bit too antsy. A little bit too impatient. I mean, it's been an uphill battle regardless, right? Like, he is behind, he's all in, he has to end the game here and now. It's hard to pull this off regardless. And Lambo's holding. Lambo, he's holding on. Roaches are now popping out for Lambo. He's up all the reinforcing roaches. And can now counterattack. He can now counterattack, he has momentum on his side. Ooh, Bailey's do connect to the natural. Okay. 5 drones, not bad. Lambo's still ahead. Lambo's still up in workers. I think I might get spotted. Fjant's behind this, taking gases. We do see Lambo getting an Evo chamber. Working towards some upgrades. Pulls away. Remember, Lambo, he doesn't have to attack. Like, Lambo, he's up in workers, he's up in economy, he's going to be up in upgrades as well. Lambo does not have to push in. Goes to the scout, confirms no. Almost confirms no lair. Fjant trying to re-drone. Fjant's going to try to claw his way back in. To pull this off, his goal here would have to be to maybe lure Lambo in and make Lambo over-drone and overcommit to economy, and then catch him with an all-in. Or just in some way go for a run-by or a counterattack. And Lambo scouts the third, sees barely any saturation. So nice scout by Lambo. Behind this, lair is on the way. Lambo working on +1 range. Lambo's next goal was to see whether or not we've been droning up the third base even further. And he's moving out. Yeah, he's moving out for the scout. Roaches are building up. Lings, they move in. And Lambo, he up. Yeah, does see saturation. So he sees full saturation.
Under attack.
That tells him to drone, takes gases. 7 more workers on the way. So once again, solid scouting here from Lambo. And now he just has to wait for his upgrades. Wait for +1, then he can push. Then he can move out. Behind this, lair is now done for Fjant. He could try to go into mutas or something crazy like that. Into burrow play. Drop a lords. Alas, for the time being, just droning. Overseer confirms lair is done. Confirms no extra gases, no spire. That was the next big tell for Lambo, is to make sure there is no spire. And we're still waiting for roach speed. Roach speed is almost complete. Lambo is built up on 3 bases. The worker counts are now close, but they've been higher for longer for Lambo, right? Like, Lambo, he's just had a higher worker count for a much longer period of time. That's why he does have that supply lead. Upgrade's now done. Now it's go time. Yeah, now it's go time here for Lambo. He's got +1. He's got roach speed. He's got the supply. Oh, he does get surrounded, though. Ravager surrounded. I would say best case scenario here for Fjant. Up. No, he doesn't get one. Does not get the roach. Does not get the Ravager, I should say. Barely not. Lambo's now moving in. And there's no saving this. Yeah, there's no saving the expansion. Behind this, we have an equivalent roach count, but no Ravagers. Yeah, no Ravagers here for Fjant. Just now morphing in. Biles, they don't connect. Oof, they have brutal Biles here on the eggs, on the larva. And the base is close to going down. Remember, Lambo, he has those upgrades as well. Defender's advantage here for Fjant, true. Lambo kiting back. Oh, nice splits. Very nice splits. And GG gets called. He overwhelms at Lambo. He will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Interesting dynamic is what I will say. Remember, Lambo initially was the aggressor. Lambo, he was the aggressor. He went for the initial Link Flood, and he was able to get crippling damage. He was able to get into the mineral line, got 5 drone kills, like 5 to 6 workers went down. He started things off with a lead, and remember, as he was doing all that damage, he droned up to 40. He droned up heavily, droned up to 42 actually. I was a little bit concerned that he was too greedy. I was concerned he droned up too much, but he barely had enough at home to defend. He did have some losses. If you remember, he lost his queens. Right, he lost both queens, and he was struggling here with his reinforcements. But after Lambo pulled off that initial defense, after doing crippling damage, and after getting away with a lot of droning, took a lead. Got ahead. We saw that Fjant, he tried to go into a roach base all-in afterwards in the aftermath. He was committed. I mean, he was down in workers, but alas, he barely didn't have enough. We saw some brutal baneling connections from the side of Fjant, where he did take a lot of banelings to the face, and he barely couldn't quite break through. And with that, we ended up in the mid game with Fjant falling behind and unable to recover. But now we're getting into game number 2. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Persephone, we have the yellow Zerg player. We have the Swedish Zerg representing Team Ruddy. It is Fjant. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the German Zerg player. We have the red Zerg representing Shopify Rebellion, leading the series 1-0. It is Lambo. Here we go. Lambo, of course, when it comes to his ZvZ prowess, known for his builds, known for his, at times, mind games, and also in recent weeks, he actually took Cyril to the ace match. He had a really strong showing against Cyril at Star Zagora. Lambo, he popped off, showing just how powerful his ZvZ can be, of course. So, not an easy opponent to be up against. We'll see if Fjant can cause that upset. We'll see if he can force the ace match. Let's go. Whew. Let us go. For now, once again, standard openers. For now, we're not going for an early gas or an early spawning pool from either side. For now, hatch gas pool. Everything's looking normal. I should also give praise to Lambo when it comes to his scouting. If you remember, he was able to initially scout the third base for droning and saturation. He was able to re-scout to make sure that Fjant was still droning and actually got it to full 3-way saturation. He also got into the main base and scouted the lair. He scouted the gases. He saw no spire, no muta play. So Lambo, he was just all over the scouting as well. And that's one of the big parts here, one of the big factors of ZvZ is actually knowing when you're safe, when you're not safe, what tech your opponent has, if they're cutting workers, especially in a mirror matchup, but I feel like even more so for ZvZ, at any moment you can cut workers, you can commit, you can go for an all-in, and scouting is that much more important. As even at the highest level, you can be caught with your pants down. Like we've seen many a Zerg player just fake droning, like pull workers from their natural, pull them into the third base, when really the natural is just completely wide open, and try to make it look like they're droning, go for a hidden all-in, deny scouting, fully wall off. We'll see how our players will approach this. For now, everything's looking normal. Lambo does pull 1 out of gas, likewise so does Fjant. So far so good. So Lambo is claiming his third. Likewise, neither player is going to be going into 2-base play. So third base for Lambo, third base for Fjant, and both players get their Baneling Nest as well. No one is skipping tech, no one is cutting corners. Not yet. Now, last game, it was Lambo that initiated with the Link Flood. Does he do it again? Is it going to be Fjant's turn, or do we go into a passive early game? Lings are poking in. If you can wear pants, you can be caught with them down. True. Ah, no. So we do have a couple of lings on the way here for both players. No major like ling surge like we saw last time. So just a couple of lings here from Fjant. Does move out. He's got 11 in total. Another 2 on the way. Bailing's morphing in for Lambo. He will deflect. And again, like, there shouldn't be any major losses here. Bailing goes off, takes down 3 Zerglings. Behind this, Fjant is droning. Yeah, Fjant is droning. Fjant is saturating. Like, there's nothing here. It's just poking. Just poking forward. Trying to force a reaction out of Lambo. Oh, the healing. So let's go. The healing pads. Fjant taking the fight. Behind this, earlier Roach Horn out of Lambo, slightly compared to Fjant, but both players were getting to the mid game. As opposed to last game, this time we're slowing things down. Our players, they poke, they prod, but there's no major damage yet. And we're getting into Roach versus Roach. So far, this is a much more standard ZvZ. Oh, Lambo gets a drone. Gets a drone at the same time. Fjant gets a queen. They're both going for the queens. Oh my god. That was almost brutal. Lambo unable to detonate in time. Ooh, wasting the Bailings here. Yeah, Bailings are getting wasted, and with that, Fjant, he holds. Nice defense here from Fjant. That was what, 5-6 Bailings going down. Better trade for our Swedish Zerg player. And Lambo looking for more damage. Does collapse in. Bailings, oh, does scare him off. Now Lambo, he did run up to 41. He's cutting workers to take 3 gases, and Roaches are amassing. Lambo is going for a push. He's moving out. Lambo, he is moving out. Fjant likewise trying to keep up. Oh, getting caught out on the map. Lings do fall. Fjant, he's pushing, but Lambo has just a massive wave of Roaches waiting for him. Yeah, the Roaches are ready. Remember, Fjant is reinforcing with Zerglings. Meanwhile, we have how many Roaches? We have 17. 17 Roaches here for Lambo. More than double the Roach count here of Fjant. Again, Lambo, he was able to join faster, and he's just been hammering down that R-key. Nothing but Roaches. Nothing but Roaches. Now he's backing off. Okay, now he's droning. He's falling back. I feel like he could have gone across the map, but he's playing it safe. Playing it safe instead. Lambo still has that worker advantage. Fjant has been having a hard time droning. And I don't blame him, right? Like, he saw those Roaches, so he got terrified. He got scared. Oh, nice run by. Gets 1, 2, 3, 4 drones. 5. Fjant. Okay. Very nice. Takes down 5 workers. Lambo feeling that much more pressure to move out. Remember, behind this, he's still droning. Still droning, still saturating. Again, you can see just how small this map is as well. The rush distance by ground and Persephone is insanely short. Especially when we expand towards each other, I should emphasize. Oh. So Lambo does move out. Snipes an Overlord. Speaking of, there are so many bunched up here. That may come into play. Ooh, Lambo heavily supply blocked. 5 Overlords on the way. That is going to slow him down. Speaking of supply block, we mentioned the Overlords. He sees them, and he gets 2. Oh, gets 1. Gets 1. Yeah, Fjant has to split. Has to spread out. Oh no! Gets another. Had to supply block Fjant. Yeah, the Overlords are being hunted down. Third Overlord goes down. Ling run by is attempted by Lambo. There are Bailings in position. Lambo getting... Oh my god, almost another. Almost another Overlord. Behind this, Lambo droning. Saturating does get the 4th Overlord. And Lambo just getting further ahead, amassing up a massive army. +1 is about to kick in. Doesn't have Roach speed, but remember, because how small this map is, I mean, hey, we can just walk in anyway. He's already across the map. It's already across. Oh. Vials are connecting. Forcing back the army, and Lambo just has a massive supply lead here. Again, 29 to 20. Lings, they collapse in from behind. Vials the mineral line. Oof. Gets a drone. And Fjant just cannot keep up. He was forced to make a wave of overlords. He was getting supply blocks. His joining was delayed. And it all slowly added up to this. Oh no, not again. Not again! No, the overlords! Oh my god, gets 3! 3 overlords in one volley. Ay, ay, ay. Watch your rally, Pappy. Watch your rally. Not like this. No, no. Zerg players, look away. Overlords, look away. Was that 10? 9. 9 overlords have gone down. Ay, ay, ay. Get out of here, Pappy. Get out of here. Oh, Lambo being fancy behind the Spire. Spire's on the way, going to mutas. Lambo at this point, he can trade. He has a bank. So now's the time. Collapsing in. Takes out the expansion. The base is very low. And it does fall. And from here, Lambo, he can just keep pushing in. There's no reason to stop. Plus 2's halfway done. Getting to overlord speed. And it will just overwhelm. Yeah, the greater concave, the greater economy. GG gets called, and Lambo, he will take the series 2-0, advancing on, solidifying his score. GG. GG. Yo, I was on autopilot. I'm so used to like covering a bracket. It's like, this is not a bracket, it's a group. True, true. It is a group. GG, well played. Lambo, he does take the series 2-0. A strong start here from Lambo. He takes down Optimus 2-0, takes down Fjant 2-0. So far, Lambo on top of the standings, on top of the group, but things only get harder from here as he will have more dangerous opponents waiting for him. Oh boy. For now though, GG well played. And again, a shout to Fjant as well. I do think that game 1 was a little bit more back and forth for sure. Like game 1 was more chaotic, especially when it came down to the early game link bane aggression. Here in game 2, we saw that Fjant, he initiated the aggression. Lambo was able to deflect, able to get a higher drone count once again, able to get into his own Roach Ravager, and it did feel like Fjant was just slightly behind throughout that game when it came to the economy, the workers, his own Roach production as well. Had a hard time keeping up. The supply blocks were also brutal. To be fair, both players did get supply blocked, but Lambo was a little bit more proactive when it came to forcing that kind of supply block out of Fjant. That was slowing him down, and eventually he was overwhelmed. And you can also see just how little room you have to breathe on Persephone. Unlike on the previous map, here you're right next to each other, so Lambo's just applying so much pressure in your face. It's hard to find the room to drone. It's hard to justify droning when your opponent's right outside your front door. You don't know if they're going to commit in or not, so you're kind of stuck in a rough place where you have to make roaches if they attack. If they don't attack, then you fall behind because you made roaches, didn't make drones. Like, it's very tense. Very tense. With that, GG. GG well played. Lambo does claim it, and with that, let's catch up on the bracket. Let's figure out where we are and where we are headed. Let's go. Exclamation mark. Be in the chat to have a look at the bracket yourselves. As we do have some updates as we get into round number 2. Already done. Oh my god. We were the last ones to finish, actually. That's crazy. But Lambo takes down Fjant 2-0. Ryung takes down DNS 2-0. And Mana takes down Optimus 2-0 as well. A lot of 2-0s here in round 2. Apparently ours was the last one to complete. And now we have round 3. Now we have round 3 here. We have Lambo versus Mana. Ooh, some of the titans here the group are going to be facing off. We have Ryung versus Optimus, and we have DNS versus Fjant. And quickly checking our schedule here. We are going to be following Fjant. We're going to be following Fjant into a ZVP. Up next on the channel, Fjant versus DNS. Let's go. We'll just measure the players. Vetoes are underway as we speak. Vetoes are underway. But yeah, so far the initial early rounds are a little bit faster, just because there might be a bit of a more like skill gap or skill disparity between some of the players. But again, Lambo versus Mana, that's gonna be a banger. That's gonna be over on the mainstream, of course. Eventually, Lambo versus Ryung, that's gonna be a banger as well. And of course, Ryung versus Mana. Those 3 matches that I mentioned, Lambo Ryung, Ryung Mana, and Lambo Mana as well, I believe they should all be on the mainstream. They could be covered there. We are going to be covering some of the other matches instead. Just catching up. catching up in the chat. Advancing on to the next game. Yeah. It's fine, Bobby. It's fine. But for now, we are going to be going. Going on a short break. And when we come back, we'll have Dinas and Fjant coming at you next. Just quickly heading over here to the main stream. What's happening? They're just setting up as well. Okay. Hopefully they're okay. Looks like Fjant is taking his loss a little bit rough there. So much love to Fjant, much love. But yes, we are going to be going on a short break. When we come back, we'll have next series. We'll have a next matchup. We'll see you soon after the break. See you soon. Bye. See you soon.